Hi, my name's Michelle Wells. That's me in the top hat. That's my husband, Chad Wells, and his bandmate, Aarika Watson. We spend a lot of time together, whether it's traveling with their band Cricketbows or with their side project Wells and Watson. We run into all kinds of strange and unusual situations. This show is our diary of the paranormal. We hope you find it as weird and entertaining as we do. We are in the Fireblocks district today. We're actually located at 110 East 3rd Street. It happens to be our business, Wells & Company Custom Tattoos. But below our business, in a secret underground lair, if you will, there is a speakeasy that was discovered. So there was the Great Flood in 1913 that took this whole area, flooded it, and then our area caught fire. And it burned everything, destroyed absolutely everything. So our building was erected in 1919. It was a cavernous, just bare basement at the time. It's concrete, it's considered a fireproof building. So it was just this huge basement, and in one of the rooms they hid the speakeasy, which we are so lucky to have the remnants of today. And we are super excited to try and read the energies from all the secret entrance, the room itself, and anything we can find along the way.
Immediately walking down into the basement, it felt creepy, dark, dense, but that's something that I feel I would have in any basement, so I didn't really consider it too much. We had to turn a lot of corners and lots of shadow play. Still not trying to pay attention to that too much. I didn't have too many feelings of dread or eyes on me, other than it's the basement. The moment we walked into the speakeasy space, it changed a little bit. It felt secretive, it felt hidden. I felt like I was participating in something that was slightly forbidden.
So the reason that we wanted to make a show mixing music and the paranormal was because for us, music and the paranormal are sort of extremely interlinked. Music and the paranormal are sort of locked together. They're part of the same thing. When we play music, it feels like magic is happening. You get like all these vibes and chills, and the hair stands up on your arms and stuff, and it's the same thing that happens when you're in like a spooky room or a basement or some historic place or somewhere where something like massive happened. So music does that to you, as does these sort of like odd places and moments. So like, I think the two should be completely interlinked. I don't know why it hasn't been done yet. We are in the basement of a speakeasy on East 3rd Street in Dayton, Ohio.
Underground.
That used to operate during Prohibition. We're shooting these videos. We're trying to do our music in all kinds of different locations that are reported to have some kind of paranormal activity. So of course it has tons of ghost stories and cool stuff attached to it. And so we're gonna try and play a couple songs in here and see if we can get anything to kind of happen.
things they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you?
There's a gun and ammunition just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergency.
Better use your brain, God.
The Father and the Spirit will guide you and protect from up here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you?
Spread allegiance to the flag, whatever flag they offer. Never hint to what you really feel.
Teach the children quietly.
But someday sons and daughters will rise up and fight where we stand still.
Hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running?
Hear me right.
Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? We're talking to Aarika about how she came up with the idea to cover Silent Running, the cover by the band Mike and Mechanics, and the camera died, the battery died, just crashed out, killed the whole thing. I don't know if we got any of the conversation at all.
Be fun to
But
see.
in the midst of that conversation, Aarika was explaining to us that she had no memory of how she came to want to do or to bring that song to us. So my memory, your memory, right?
Yes.
Is she came here and said, "Have you ever heard this song? It's a creepy
Yes.
song." Recited the lyrics. Did we know what song it was? No, we did not.
Oh.
We eventually figured it out.
I really think that it was as simple as somebody said, "Can you hear me?" Which then elicited the hook to the song.
Of course.
But then I stopped myself and said, "Have you ever actually listened to the lyrics to this number?" And I recited a few of them, and Chad was like, "What?" Yeah. And so we
I didn't
Googled the
remember.
lyrics, and then it was like, "Oh, we've got to try to play this."
This one was so sort of like oddly obscure that I kind of didn't consider even doing it. And I was like, let's just see what it looks like. Well, while I'm looking up the chords and lyrics online to figure out how to play the song, Michelle was messing with the spirit box.
Yep.
And she goes,
All I need is a miracle. Yes. I heard all I
So
need.
she says out loud, all I need is a miracle.
All I need is a miracle.
Which is the
other
big
hit, yes.
Mike and the Mechanics hit.
I had
So
to Google it
we
to
felt
for
like
sure make sure.
There's some
It was a
strange
moment.
kismet that brought the song
Yes.
to us.
Yes.
Very, very good moment.
Hey, so I brought this Talk Boy from 1992. It's a total original find at the GW Boutique. Got it for $2.99. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna use it to record some of our findings and get a different perspective and a different sound, and sometimes those old school mechanisms work a little better on that stuff, but I also just think it's cool.
We're getting an anomaly. Wrapping paper 69. So at this point in the basement, we saw some writing on the wall that said Maud Muller.
Missing wrapping paper.
Yeah, Maud Muller wrapping paper. There was a 6 and a 9 combined, and then a 69. Maud Muller wrapping paper 69. We recorded several other songs, and they sounded great out of the Talk Boy. But this particular song, we decided to just make up a stream of consciousness song on the spot about what we saw written on the wall. And now we're getting some anomalies in the tape. We're gonna have to look at closer. So one of the things that we stumbled into that we really like is the spirit box research device. So one of the things that we do is we have my wife Michelle wears headphones and listens to this thing with a scarf wrapped around her eyes to kind of create a little bit of a sensory deprivation thing. We can ask questions and then she gets to be the interpreter. But what this little guy does is it scans through radio stations at different speeds, and you can pick up sometimes random sounds and words that might give you some sort of direction to go with a sort of paranormal questioning, like instead of using a Ouija board. So I can say, is there a spirit present? Is there a spirit in the room? What did it say?
Dinner.
Dinner.
Did the window just bang behind me?
Like a pump, yeah.
Awesome. When Shelly was plugged in and listening to the ghost box, there was a moment where behind me there's a tiny sub room. Who knows what that room is for? But there was a thud or ticking behind me that I wasn't sure that I was listening for. I didn't pay attention to it further because I was really interested in what was going on with Shelly.
Warn you of that before I... Would you like to go forward or backward?
Forward. Can you slow it down?
I will. Hang on just a second. For me, doing the spirit box, it's interesting, like when somebody pulls out a Ouija board, I kind of roll my eyes a little bit now because I spent my teenage years, my young teenage years doing that so much and getting so involved with people that did that, and I know my wife did too. It was always the thing at the party that the sad person was going to push the planchette and try to get attention for potentially having a demon attached to them or something really lame that would make the party suck. But like the spirit box is a neat thing because I think it taps into like a subconscious stream of consciousness place.
Watching Shelly on the talk box was crazy. At first, I honestly thought, she is faking this. There's no way. And then the more questions we asked, I thought, there's no way she can hear us.
You know, you're hearing just bits and pieces of words, and even though it's scattershot random chaos coming through the headphones, it's answering the questions, and it makes you have that feeling again of being 14 years old at a party and somebody going, "We're gonna try light as a feather, stiff as a board."
And there was one point where I questioned whether you could hear me or not, and she didn't respond to me, and I knew that that was a genuine moment.
You know, to have my wife sitting in the corner, like looking like a hostage film, with, you know, bad creepy lighting and a big black thing over her eyes and ears so she couldn't see or hear, holding this little device, like it's a little bomb film looking, like it's scary. And then to immediately have our questions answered, and the first word that came out was success, like success, you've connected, like your party is ready at the other end of this line. Not to mention that's the first word of one of the first songs that Cricketbows ever played together as a band. There's Little Tiny Houses. At the beginning of that song, it goes, "Success." So that was a really special moment. So yeah, I got chills. All right, we are doing the thing. Can you hear the radio good?
Yeah, but turn up just a little.
Okay. Yep, all lights still. We're in the space. Michelle has been meditating for a short while. She has the spirit box in hand. She cannot hear us. Michelle, can you hear us? Okay, we have the talk boy on, recording extra audio on magnetic tape. Okay, questions. Contemplative, quiet questions.
Success.
Well, that's an interesting start. Did you enjoy our music? Did you like the songs we sang for you? Did you hear our music?
Did you attend parties here?
Transfer.
Transfer.
Did you work here? We are by a loading dock.
Did you travel here? Did you travel from somewhere? You transferred here from one?
Lawyers.
There are lawyers' offices upstairs, actually. There have been historically a lot of lawyers' offices here. Currently some of the biggest in Dayton. Were you here for a meeting with your lawyers?
Trouble.
You got in trouble. That's fantastic. Tell me about it. How did it go? Did you resolve the trouble? Was the trouble ever taken care of?
I don't know.
Did you pass away before your trouble was dealt with? Did your lawyer ever finish dealing with your trouble?
Game changer.
It would be.
Credit.
Did you make a lot of money?
So wealthy.
That's amazing. Did you lose a lot of money?
Top 20.
Top 20 in Dayton? Are you from Ohio? Are you a visitor?
Is there anybody there? Are you still there?
Elk.
Elk. Elk and Associates?
Were you a lodge member?
Boneyard.
Boneyard.
Elk in a boneyard.
Elk in the boneyard. Okay, anybody that's watching at home, you have to pay attention to this stuff too. There's no way that we can pick it all up on the first pass. So
2020.
hindsight is 2020. Please pay attention to
That's right.
Barbara Walters, is it you?
Okay. More seriously, do you have unfulfilled business? Is there something that you need to take care of still here? Why are you here? Are you still here?
Do you wish...
Impeach.
Impeach.
Well, that's timely. That's timely information.
Okay.
Working on it.
Do you wish to leave?
All around.
All around.
Good year. First.
All around, good year first. Is it the first year since you passed?
Indianapolis.
It's coming fast now.
Are you from Indianapolis? What's your name?
Anything.
Whoa.
Are you an earthbound?
5.
What? What was that? 5? Are you an earthbound spirit?
Yeah.
Are there 5 of you here? Are you one of 5?
That's between us. There was.
I was.
Given. News.
What was the news?
Travel. 28th.
Travel on the 28th. That's right around Thanksgiving.
486.
Damn, that's specific.
What's your name?
Psychic left here.
Psychic left here.
Where'd she
The
go?
nation. 40s. Life-threatening. Injuries. Jack.
Hi, Jack. Did you die in a result of your injuries?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Bad. Third.
Third-degree burns. This is the
Kitchen.
This is the fire blocks district.
Space.
Were you here during the fires? What was that, 1914?
Fall.
You fell?
Freak.
Is it an accident?
3 people.
Are 3 people here with us right now? Or is it just you?
Easy. Symbolic. Worried about. What's next?
Are you afraid to cross over?
Evidently.
Well, we would like to give you permission today to leave here and move on to wherever it is that you feel you need to move on to. Can we help you?
I'm not sure. The Parkway.
Parkway.
Over.
Over.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's enough time.
Okay.
I think that's enough time. Is there anything we need to say to wrap up the session? Is there anything that we can do for you before we let you go?
Fast.
Oh shit.
Disrespectful.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I don't want to put on a farce.
Space.
Would you like us to leave?
A ton.
I think that's our over and out, so.
Thank you for speaking with us and sharing with us your story. Would you like us to come back sometime?
I would agree.
Cool.
Be sure.
I will. Okay. Have a good evening.
Outside.
All right, you want to go tap her, Aarika, and let her know we're out?
Okay. Keep your eyes shut. Okay. Thank you. Woo.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Did you
That
feel anything, Shell?
Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah, that
feel?
was really cool.
You want to put your lights at her again? Don't blind her. Here, that's pretty good.
When I took ketamine, and I told you when I had the babies, and they gave me the ketamine, right? And I felt like I was not a part of anything. I was fully out of myself.
Mhm.
When you do that, you become nothing.
Right. Like you
So-
dissociated. You were able to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what like transcendental meditation is, right?
Yeah.
You're able to just drop out of your physical body and go.
Yeah.
So-
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was very relaxing.
So, awesome. So you were just not there.
No, and I
Just saying
couldn't
words.
hear what was happening, so I'm just saying words.
Yeah.
And sometimes whole phrases would come through, and sometimes just bits.
Yeah.
And
It was
so-
awesome. It like answered
Did it?
questions directly.
Did it really?
Yeah. So,
That's good.
success. That's the
Yeah.
first thing it said too, wasn't
Yes. Was it the first thing?
it? Yeah.
Ah,
Neat.
very
Okay.
cool.
Let's clean it up, gang.
Okay.
So tell me about where we did the interview just now, where we did the spirit box session. Where were we in the building?
We were in an old, shoot, what's it called?
Entrance?
Loading dock.
Loading dock. For the original building, old loading dock. You can see the outline when it's lit better. It was old, so they would back trucks in, and the goods would come directly into the building. Well, it was also the entrance to the secret speakeasy. So that was where there was a barn in the back parking lot that is now Price Store's parking lot, if my understanding is correct. And the people would come under that in a secret way somehow, I'm not quite clear on it. But anyway, they would make their way to this entrance and come in directly to the left into the speakeasy. So we decided to see what we could find, what energy was left for us to pick up and see what needed to talk with us.
And you decided to choose that spot to do your session. Why were you drawn to that spot?
The fact that so many people had to walk through the door and be secretive. It's exciting, but it also, in my mind, you're nervous. Your insides are going, your energies are going. So you're leaving a massive imprint. And I was hoping we could pick up on some of that guilt, I guess, if you want to use that word, or excitement.
I keep thinking I hear an extra male voice,
I do too.
but I can't.
Well, I would fully recognize your voice, but it's doubled. I hear a second voice, and you were the only male there, so that's my only real
It's
indicator.
deeper than mine too. The only thing I can say is that in that cavernous basement, you could absolutely have it be that when I speak, what's being picked up is my voice and my echo, which sounds deeper, and that's possible. Just being a skeptic, but it's like a rhythm.
I heard the Jumanji drums. Okay, when I was down there with my face down here, I was like, what is the Jumanji drums?
You hear that?
Like a freight train. That, did you hear that?
She said that down there.
But that was a man's voice.
Oh, right. I think that was her.
That
And there's like a
was
wolf.
Shelley's voice.
Wait a minute, that's where she said Jack. Did she say Jack twice?
No, but we can double check it because we have the footage.
Okay, so we heard Jack. If she only says Jack once in the footage, we heard Jack here well before she says
But
it.
I assure you, that is not Shelley's voice.
Okay.
So we've pulled an all-nighter here. We've been reviewing footage forever, trying to pore over every second of Talkboy cassette captures and cell phone captures from where the Canon battery died just constantly.
Double checking the data.
And we're looking at everything, and it's a lot.
It's crazy, amazing.
Yeah, what I can say is that I think we're on to something here, and I'm excited, and it's a nervous energy about going forward with this. We're getting booms on windows and crazy things right now, and there's nobody out here. So
Lot of activity.
a lot of stuff going on, and
I guess we make things happen.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
we definitely did hear on the talk boy, we thought we heard a voice say Jack in a very hushed sort of
Yes.
Jack kind of a way, and we heard it, and I remembered her saying it in the basement.
Right.
And so I said, no, that's Michelle. Aarika insisted it was not.
Wasn't.
And I was
Maintained.
like, no, totally. I've heard her get breathy like that. It could be her. And and then she says it on the tape. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. She didn't say it twice. So, and we played it back on the Talk Boy. The Talk Boy is a lot of static. It's a lot of stuff going on, so it's hard to tell. But on this digital footage taken with the Rode mic, good high quality mic, you can absolutely make out there's a beep that is something, a machine in the building in the background that intermittently beeps. There is a beep, and then shortly after there is a voice that sounds like it says Jack, and it sounds like it's in a different part of the room from us, but it's a very male sounding voice. And then sometime later, you'll hear my wife say Jack. And things, I think, get more weird from that point forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it seemed to speed up in communication. I don't know why that happened or what was happening, but answers seemed to come quicker.
Yeah.
Responses were really fast. Often you'll have a situation where you're asking a question, in the middle of the question, the person with the headphones on is saying a thing, and it doesn't sound like it's attached to what you're asking in any kind of way. It really portrays its randomness. But in this case, answers came almost immediately upon question. They usually had some really relevant, sort of significant, they sounded like the answers to our question. It did not sound like, I didn't say, is there a spirit here? And something said fruit basket.
Well, and that was
the
difference
said,
between, intelligent or residual. So
Right.
I feel like we were connecting with something that was intelligent, tangible.
Definitely.
we were, there was a, yes. We will get to the bottom of this.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to all the things we can find.
Me too.
Yes.
So if you guys have places that you would like for us to come to and check out, we would love to inspect your haunted locales. We will bring our crew and our equipment and our stuff, and we will bring our guitars and flutes, and we will make nighttime merry in and around your haunted property. And we will try to help you get to the bottom of your ghost or goblin or Dracula or whatever you have going on.
Bring it
We would
on.
love to check it out because the strangest, it's weird sometimes.
We ain't afraid of no ghost.
Nah.
All right, we're out.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, listen, remember, gang. I sound like the old-timey
Dad?
bozo clown guy.
Okay, Dad.
Here,
Hey, it's Aarika.
do this, actually. Lean in and put your hand over this,
Okay.
and then back up and be like, what's up, everybody?
Okay.
Like that. Do it.
What's up, everybody?
Listen, guys, we need your help. This show is only as good as our fan base, so we need you to help us out.
Yes, you.
These are not closed books. You can dig in, you can find things. If you yourself are a fledgling paranormal investigator or even a very professional paranormal investigator,
Let us know what you found.
crack into the episodes, look at it, tell us what
Take
we
a
can do more
look-see.
of. More of this, less of that.
Shut up, guys. You're terrible.
Should we do more green?
You
in
guys
the
rule. We love you.
title?
Let us know.
Thank you, guys.
So so I can read it.
Sure.
That's a
Well,
lot.
I think we got that one, dude. I think we fucking nailed that.
I do too.
Unless something happens.
agree.
Yeah, unless something happens. Here, let's listen.
I did great.
Let me listen real quick, and then I'll.